February 1947. Admiral Richard Byrd stands on the USS Philippine Sea off Antarctica. He orders full retreat. Operation Highjump, largest polar expedition in history, ends 8 weeks early. 4,700 men, 13 ships, 23 aircraft, all heading home. Official reason? Bad weather. But when Byrd reaches Chile, he tells a journalist something strange. America must prepare against enemy aircraft that can fly pole to pole at incredible speeds. Enemy aircraft? The war's been over for 2 years. What enemy? What aircraft? What did Byrd see in the ice? This is Base 211, the secret Nazi fortress supposedly beneath Antarctic ice. Flying saucers, underground cities, Hitler's escape. It sounds insane, but some of it actually happened. And that's what makes it impossible to kill. 1938, Nazi Germany sends a ship to Antarctica, the MS Neuschwabenland. Converted freighter with aircraft catapults. Mission leader, Captain Alfred Richer. Luftwaffe officer. Official goal, scientific research. But there's a military edge. Luftwaffe pilots, naval officers. Equipment excessive for research. They reach Antarctica in January 39. Aircraft fly over Queen Maud Land. Drop metal markers stamped with swastikas, claiming territory for the right. They name it Neuschwabenland, New Swabia. They photograph thousands of square miles. And here's where it gets interesting. They identify geothermal activity areas, places where volcanic heat creates ice-free zones, rare exposed rock pockets. Then they go home. War breaks out. Antarctica, forgotten. Officially, but conspiracy theorists say the expedition was preparation. Finding locations for a secret base, hidden valleys warmed by geothermal heat. During war, they claim Germany sent submarines, construction crews, scientists. That by 45, a fully operational base existed beneath ice. No evidence exists, but there are fragments, unexplained details. Rumors that won't die. April 45. Berlin surrounded. Hitler's regime collapses. Thousands of Nazis flee. Some to South America. Others disappear. Conspiracy theorists claim key scientists escaped to Antarctica. Men who worked on advanced weapons, V-2 rockets, jet propulsion. We know many were captured. Operation Paperclip brought 1,600 to America, including von Braun. But the conspiracy says not all were caught. Some escaped to Antarctica to continue research beyond Allied reach. The evidence? German submarines. Several U-boats disappeared at war's end. Most probably sunk, but 2 surrendered in Argentina months after Germany's surrender. U-530 and U-977. Their commanders gave conflicting accounts. U-977's commander claimed his sub had been at sea since May, eventually surrendered fearing Soviets. But his timeline has gaps, periods when location cannot be verified. Conspiracy theorists fill those gaps. They claim these subs transported personnel to Antarctica, establishing supply lines. No documentary evidence, no communications, no crew testimony, but absence of evidence becomes proof of cover-up. 1947, United States launches Operation Highjump, largest Antarctic expedition ever. Official mission, scientific research, military training. But the scale is insane. Aircraft carrier, submarine, icebreakers, helicopters, 4,700 personnel. Why such force for science? Admiral Byrd leads it. National hero, experienced explorer. He describes military implications, testing equipment, establishing bases. Official objectives seem straightforward: research base, aerial reconnaissance, map coastline, particularly where Germany claimed, test military equipment in cold, assert territorial interests, logical goals, but details don't add up. Why Marines? Combat-ready assault units. Why secrecy? Planning classified. Journalists excluded. Why aircraft carrier? Fleet carrier designed for warfare. Official records explain practically. Marines for logistics. Secrecy is protocol. Carrier provides mobile airfield. But conspiracy theorists see different mission. They claim Highjump was military assault on Base 211. Byrd ordered to locate and destroy Nazi installation, eliminate remaining presence, secure advanced technology. Expedition establishes base in January. Aircraft begin reconnaissance. Martin Mariner seaplanes fly deep into interior. Flights dangerous, whiteout conditions, sudden storms, extreme cold. January 30th. Disaster. A Martin Mariner carrying 9 crew crashes during reconnaissance. No survivors. Tragic accident. Antarctica has killed explorers before, but conspiracy theorists see something darker. Crash location? Near Neuschwabenland, territory Germany claimed. They say aircraft was shot down by anti-aircraft fire or advanced Nazi aircraft. No evidence. Investigation blames mechanical failure. Wreckage shows no combat damage, but crash fuels conspiracy. What was aircraft investigating? Late February, something changes. Highjump terminates abruptly. Months ahead of schedule. Byrd orders withdrawal. Official explanation? Weather and equipment failures. Approaching winter too dangerous. Reasonable. But speed seems excessive. One moment operational. Next heading north. No detailed report, then the interview. March 47. Byrd speaks to Chilean journalist. He warns America must prepare against enemy fighters flying pole to pole at incredible speed. Explosive. Quote. What enemy? Who has such aircraft? In 47, intercontinental flight is rare, polar flight nearly impossible. What did Byrd encounter? Years following, conspiracy evolves. Books published. Most influential? UFOs Nazi Secret Weapon by Ernst Zundel. 74. Zundel claims Nazi scientists developed flying saucer technology, escaped to Antarctica after defeat. No credible evidence, but bestseller in conspiracy circles. Establishes template. Nazis, Antarctica. Advanced technology. Cover-up. Others expand it. Some claim Hitler escaped, survived into the 60s. Others describe underground cities powered by geothermal energy, housing thousands. Some add supernatural elements, ancient ruins, Atlantis connections, hollow earth theories. Conspiracy becomes mythology, built on history fragments and Cold War paranoia. Meanwhile, real exploration continues. 59. Antarctic Treaty signed. Nations demilitarize. Dedicate to science. Research reveals Antarctica's secrets. Ice cores. Subglacial lakes, but no Nazi bases. Thousands of scientists work there. Satellite imagery maps every mile. If Base 211 existed, someone would have found it. Yet conspiracy persists. Why? First, Nazi Germany's real secret projects create plausibility. They did develop advanced technology, jet aircraft, missiles. If they created those, why not more? Second, Antarctica's remoteness makes it perfect for conspiracy. Vast. Unexplored until recently. Inhospitable. Natural location for secrets. Third, conspiracy satisfies narrative desires, provides villains, mystery, transforms history into thriller. Finally, reflects anxieties, Cold War fears of hidden enemies, UFO sightings, nuclear paranoia. Nazi Antarctica conspiracy merges those fears. It endures not because it's true, because it's satisfying. Historians investigated for decades. Conclusions consistent. Conspiracy is misinterpretation and fabrication. 38 expedition happened, claimed territory, but no evidence of follow-up missions. No submarine supply runs, no base construction. German naval records show no Antarctic operations. U-boat logs contain no Antarctica references. Subs investigated. Crews interrogated. No hidden missions. They were escaping Allied capture. Byrd's interview remains tantalizing. Researchers sought original article. Some claim to have found it. Others dispute authenticity. Translations vary. Even if Byrd said it, context matters. May have been hypothetical about Soviets, not Nazis. Without audio or documentation proves nothing. Base 211 doesn't exist. Never did. Antarctic Fortress is fiction. But conspiracy reveals something real about us. Our need for narrative. Our distrust of authority. Our hunger for secrets. Nazis were monstrous. Their defeat total. But collapse from controlling Europe to destruction in under a year is hard to process. Conspiracy provides alternative. They didn't lose. They adapted, survived. If they survived, fight continues. Story isn't over. The myth is compelling because it's narrative. Heroes and villains, mystery, thriller structure. Truth is less satisfying. German scientists measured ice, then went home. Boring. No drama. We're wired for stories. When reality disappoints, we invent better narratives. World War II ended in '45, but cultural impact persists. Nazis remain our default villains. Films, games, fiction, always ultimate enemy. Because crimes were monstrous. Because they lost completely. We can make them villains without complexity. Conspiracy keeps that enemy alive. Safe outlet for anxieties, hidden threats, advanced technology, the government's secrecy. Fantasy built on real horror. The secret base was never hidden beneath ice. Always hidden in our minds. Story we tell when world seems too complex, too chaotic. Giving us villains to fight, mysteries to solve. It's a lie, but reveals truth. Not about Antarctica. Not about Nazis. About us. Our need for narrative. Our distrust. Our hunger for secrets. The ice remembers nothing. Simply exists. Indifferent to human stories. But we remember. We create. We believe. In cold, empty vastness, we'll continue seeing what we want. Not what's there. But what we need. Base 211 was never real, but our need for it was.